Assalamu alaikum, Hasan sir.
जी वालेकुम।
First of all, thank you very much for giving us the time. You're representing NA 117 Narawal. My first question to you is, are you satisfied with the work and the progress in your constituency?
So you want me to reply in English or Urdu?
Whatever, Urdu mein ya English mein, doesn't matter.
No, as you like. I mean, I can speak.
Of course
I
you
can
can.
reply in both languages as you like.
In Urdu or English? English will be better.
Okay. Well, as far as my own constituency is concerned, I think the development projects which we have undertaken in last 3.5 years are very historic. They have changed the face of our area. We have had some very major mega projects for the infrastructure, and my main emphasis has been in the education sector. We have about 82 schools which have been upgraded from primary to middle, middle to high, high to higher secondary. We now have a high school for girls in each union council, which was my priority, that we must provide one high school for girls in each union council so that all girls who want to study must get opportunity near their villages. My constituency is very rural. Similarly, we have now a new building for the Islamia Degree College. We have recruited new teachers on merit. We have now constructed a new building for the Commerce College because technical education is the future. We are now building a new polytechnic in our area. We have constructed a new building for the Boys College in Badumali. We have started work. Construction has begun for postgraduate blocks of girls' education and boys' education in both colleges. That will enable our boys and girls to get postgraduate degrees in Narawal, which was not available before. So these are, some of the major education initiatives. Then also we have set up computer laboratories in all the high schools. So now children from poor families also have access to computer education. And I think they will go a long way. We have set up a new modern district headquarter hospital complex, which will be inaugurated very shortly, which will give people state-of-the-art healthcare facilities in Narawal. We have also started work on a sports city project, which is a major initiative, which will create opportunities for international teams to come and play in Narawal. This complex has grounds for football, hockey, cricket, athletics. We can have national games there.
Where is this?
This is on Murid Ke Narawal Road. So the work has started on this project. Similarly, some very major infrastructural projects like roads from the Bijli Ghar to Kachari and Circular Road, they have been widened and now they are 6-lane roads. So they have changed the whole face of the area.
Are they built? Or
They are built.
They're built
They are
now.
constructed, almost finished. So, I mean, we have some very major infrastructure projects, and similarly, many farm to market roads have taken place. We have provided filter plants in many villages for clean drinking water. So, I hope that all this work will really provide our people an opportunity to develop their area and be more developed in terms of basic amenities. And now we have also arranged for the sui gas supply in Narawal, and the pipes have been laid down. It just now is awaiting commissioning because Prime Minister wants to do it himself. So we are waiting for him. So Narawal will have sui gas, which was the long demand. So I think
The sui gas has been for a long time, and so has the road from Narawal to Lahore.
yeah. And Murid Ke Narawal Road has also been tendered, and the work has begun from Murid Ke side. It has already started. The road will be widened and doubled in areas of dense population areas where it passes through some towns and urban centers. It will be dualized from those sections. So the work on Murid Ke Narawal Road has also started.
What about the Lahore Road? The Lahore Road, which was the new road.
Yeah, on that road also from Narawal to Badumali, which falls in my constituency, the work has been finished. But now it involves, in this Sheikhupura district, there are 2 bridges to be built on that road. And because of the floods last year, the position of the government in terms of funds is constrained because, 7 districts in South Punjab were wiped off by the floods. So government had to reallocate resources towards those districts in order to reconstruct the infrastructure there. So therefore, there is some constraint on the funds, but I hope as soon as the financial position for development projects is better, maybe those bridges will be constructed. But as far as my constituency is concerned, we have completed that project.
Thank you very much. But why there is a perception in the Narwal district or in the constituency कि एहसन इकबाल is a national leader, तो फिर वो national politics करते हैं at the cost of the local issues?
No, I don't think all these
They
projects...
might be wrong, but there is a perception.
I think all these projects which I have gotten for my area are were possible because I have a certain national stature. If I was a traditional local level MNA, I would not be able to bring all these projects for my people. So I think the people of Narwal have an understanding. I always ask them that you want me to do local politics or you want me to do national politics, because if I do national politics, if my stature in politics rises, I can get you more opportunities. And if you want me to do local politics, I am quite willing. So I think what I am doing, people of Narwal approve of it, and they have also a pride in this. And when I am recognized at national level, I am recognized at international level, people, and particularly the youth, they come to me and they say that we feel very honored, and we take great pride that you are representing us in the national politics. You have become an identity for Narwal. So I think
that you can't, you're not wrong. That's true. So is it the popularity of Ahsan Iqbal in his constituency that benefits the Muslim League Nawaz, or is it the other way around?
I think it's all because in traditional politics and rural politics,
not to forget this, Narwalis are very staunch, whichever way they go.
I say, that in our traditional politics, you need three things. One is the party vote, which has to be there to get you elected. Second is the candidate vote, candidate's personal vote bank. And third is the support of the relevant groups in that area. So all three have to work together like a combination lock for you to win. And Alhamdulillah, Allah has been kind. People of Narwal have been kind. I have contested 4 elections. I have won all the 4 elections, except for in 2002 when my results were changed by General Musharraf. Although we had won it, but they changed the results. But other than that, 93,
so there wasn't just you, I think there were many others too.
2008, the people of Narwal, I'm very grateful to them that they've always been very loving, and they've always reposed great confidence in me, which I can never pay back.
Thank you very much. But the political scenario is changing nationally. It is said, and I'll quote, that Muslim League Noon are having sleepless nights because of PTI.
No, that's not true. PMLN has a history. We have a track record. We are a national party. We are not a one-day shop party that which just developed as some kind of a fad or some kind of a fashion. We are an old time-tested party. So I don't think that we have to fear anything from PTI. PTI is only actually capitalizing on this new, I think, urban-based middle class, which unfortunately I think the traditional parties were not able to reach out to because they were so entrenched in their own traditional support base. Similarly, like in India, you see this Anna Hazare movement. This has also come out of the new middle class educated youth or young professionals who feel that they don't have space in the traditional politics. And now I think we are reaching out to them, we are listening to them, and as we listen to them, as we talk to them, they will also consider us. And I think right now Pakistan is passing through some very serious challenges, and Pakistan needs an experienced leadership. Pakistan needs a party which has experience of running the country's economy and reforming the country's economy. We have a very successful track record. Although we were not allowed to complete our terms, we could only do 2-year terms, but still you see all the modern economic reforms in Pakistan, or all symbols of modern economic infrastructure, whether they are motorways, they are highways, they are digital telecommunication infrastructure based on fiber optic, whether it is Gwadar Seaport, whether it is Ghazi Barota project, whether it is Chashma nuclear power plant, whether it is J-17, this new Thunderbird aircraft with China, which we have built, or it was Pakistan's nuclear explosions, or it was Pakistan's diplomacy with India through Lahore peace process, which was a very honorable peace process. So if you look at our history, all the good things which have happened to Pakistan were only done under those 2 years. All the modern infrastructure projects were laid in those 2 years. I was personally in charge of program Pakistan Vision 2010,
Vision 2010,
which
okay.
Dr. A.Q. Khan said, just as we have a nuclear explosion to make Pakistan's security unbeatable, if this Vision 2010 is implemented, Pakistan's economy will become unbeatable and Pakistan will become a new Asian tiger. Unfortunately, those projects were not carried on by
That
General
normally
Musharraf.
happens with every government change. But coming back to Narwhal again, I won't. I have read somewhere recently that a new entrant into PTI is the next District Nazim, retired Colonel Javed Kahlu, whose wife contested election against you, and there was a mention of that. Would that make any difference to
No,
your
I don't
campaign?
think, because people of Narwal have rejected them. These are the people who were the ears and eyes of General Musharraf. They were the main supporters of General Musharraf, and they were thoroughly discredited. They were, I don't want to go at personal level what they were considered. So people of Narwal rejected them in the past, and that also speaks of the new emerging PTI. Now PTI is a reincarnation of General Musharraf's Q League.
Well, PTI say-
90% of General Musharraf's party Q League, people who had gone into political obituaries, they are now finding new life through PTI. So, what kind of revolution or change, or is PTI going to bring with all these clutches of General Musharraf, who have been rejected, who are discredited, and who were involved in massive corruption? Just look at this Chakwal guy, who was refused by us party ticket because he had a fake degree, and now PTI has embraced him. So PTI now is just embracing all these fake degree walas, corrupt, rejected lot of General Musharraf, or those people who do not think that they can get tickets in People's Party or PMLN. So they are looking there.
लेकिन ये आप तो ठीक है, आपने ये अलेज किया, लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ कि मुस्लिम लीग नून भी कोई दूध की धुली हुई नहीं.
You see, any
There are-
national party, any major national party, which is a big party, or for that matter, any society, can never claim that they will be all angels. But we are one party which has taken disciplinary action against those people who have been found to indulge in any wrongdoing. For example, one of our MNAs, we took resignation when we found that he was involved in an unethical incident in education. We took another action in Punjab where one of our lady MPs was forced to resign when there was a complaint against her. So we are a party which has always taken action. No other party has similar track record. In our previous government, we took the resignations from some of our ministers against whom there were some serious allegations. So we try to meet some minimum criteria of decency in politics.
Thank you very much. And how do you see your future in the national politics and Narwhal politics?
Well, I hope that I look forward to making a contribution. I want to see Narwhal at a point where nobody at any point in their life feel that they need to move to any other city for their own economic development or for the prospects of their children. We want to have best education in Narwhal. We want to create economic opportunities in Narwhal. And my next item on my future agenda is setting up an industrial park in Narwhal so that we can
That's
create
good.
industrialization there. We can have more job opportunities there. And similarly, we hope that if we get an opportunity to come back into power, I will pick up the threads where we left for Pakistan vision, maybe now 2020. In 10 years, we can turn around this country and we can make Pakistan a great nation. Allah has gifted us with all the resources. It just requires some common sense management
And honest leadership.
And honest leadership. So I think we would be, inshallah, just as in past 2 years of our 2 tenures of our regime, which were though very short, we were able to build motorways, highways, new airports, new seaports. We will, inshallah, in future also make Pakistan a modern economy of Asia and another Asian tiger. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.